Welcome to the About Face Awards, presented by TICO. Please welcome the Regional Manager for External Affairs at TICO, Nick Plott.
On behalf of TICO, I am excited to be part of this celebration. As a repeat sponsor, I have enjoyed watching these students be recognized for their positive transformations in academics and behavior. Your journey is inspiring to hear, and the challenges you've overcome should be an example to your peers. Keep striving for your very best so that one day you can stand before us as a professional leader in the community. For those watching online with one of our About Face Award winners, take a moment to congratulate them for the work that they've accomplished. Now it is my privilege to hand over the program to Superintendent of Schools, Fred Hyde. Mr. Hyde, thank you for your leadership overseeing our public school system and ensuring that we are always putting students first.
Good morning. I'm Fred Hyde, Superintendent here in Polk County Public Schools, and it's my absolute pleasure to be joining you this morning as we recognize over 50 of our students with the About Face Award. The About Face Award was created a number of years ago in order to allow us to recognize students who've overcome incredible obstacles or hurdles that arguably would serve as a barrier to their graduation. But you, all of you, including all of your support members, your family, your counselors, your teachers, have done an incredible job on refocusing and ensuring that you're striving for success. And here we are today. And so it's with great pleasure and great humility that I'm here to say thank you and congratulations to each of our honorees.
And now, a special presentation from our keynote speaker, Brenda Ramirez.
Good morning, About Face honorees. My name is Brenda Ramirez. I'm an attorney and an active volunteer in our area serving on many boards. I'm married and have two beautiful daughters. More importantly, I too was once a student in Polk County Public Schools. Today, it seems so long ago that I sat in the same classrooms that some of you are sitting in this school year, but I remember it as if it was yesterday. I want to tell you a little bit about myself so that you understand how the important decision you've made to invest in your education can impact you for decades to come. I was born and raised right here in Polk County. My grandfather was a crew leader. That means he was bringing workers here to Polk County to work in the orange groves. My parents decided they didn't want a life of moving around every season and settled here in Polk County. My parents sacrificed a lot when they made that decision, but they knew it would only help us in the long run. We weren't poor, but I was very aware that my family made huge sacrifices to make ends meet. Just like you, there were many obstacles that I had to overcome in order to be a successful student. But I stayed focused on my education, and today I'm proud to say I'm a successful lawyer and a productive member of our community. I know that at your age, that sounds like a lot to achieve, but I'm here to tell you, I had no idea what the future would hold for me. I just knew that education was the way to improve all the possibilities of my future. Rest assured, I know firsthand the feelings of frustration that you've overcome, the feelings of not belonging, the feeling that you'll never get ahead. But you dared to make a decision to turn all of that around. Like me, you have focused on your education and you're now on the right path. I want to talk to you about this word, dare. Every year I choose a word to focus on, and this year it happens to be the word dare. When you hear this word, especially at your age, you probably think about one of two things. First, you probably think about the DARE drug program. That's not what I'm talking about. You also probably think about one of your friends daring you to do something that's probably not going to be a great decision. That's absolutely not what I'm talking about. The word dare means to have the courage to do something. So first, you must have courage, and that is the strength to persevere and withstand difficulty. Second, you must do something with that courage. Every single one of you has demonstrated the courage to overcome your obstacles, and each and every one of you has done something with that courage and about-faced. You are daring, and that's amazing. You improved your attitudes, discipline records, grades, attendance. How did you do all that? I know how. Goes back to that word, dare. Dare can also stand for the 4 steps in the process that drove you to about face. D is for define. You each defined where you needed to improve. You also defined the obstacles in your life. A is for assess. You each assessed what it would take to overcome those obstacles in order to reach your goal of improvement. R is for respond. You responded with action. You showed up to school every day. You chose to have better attitudes in class. You chose to show respect to your teachers and peers. You studied harder. You responded by improving in the areas which you could control despite your obstacles. E is for evaluate. This is where my challenge to you comes in. Now that you have responded with action, I challenge you to look back and evaluate what has worked for you. Keep using and improving those qualities which helped you about face. When you look back, appreciate all that you have accomplished and keep an eye on the future. I'm so proud to celebrate each and every one of you today, and I hope that you are proud of yourselves. Keep up the good work and stay steady on the path of education. One day, it might be you giving this keynote speech. Thank you and congratulations once again to each of the recipients.
Terrence Burgess, Auburndale Senior High. Terrence is academically gifted, but past behavior used to hinder his success. Now, he is a leader on campus, is trusted to assist staff members, has a spot on the varsity basketball team, and is on track to graduate. Xander Strickland, Bartow Middle. Xander had difficulty staying in class and problems with authority. He has since changed his overall attitude about school, works better with his teachers, and has made excellent strides in his grades. Tyresia Weston, Bartow Senior High. Tyresia was not attending school on a regular basis due to a full-time job. To get herself back on track to graduate, she quit her job to focus on school and being on the girls' basketball team, and this has improved her attendance and academics. Lyric Plummer, Citrus Ridge, a Civic Academy. Lyric had difficulty communicating with authority on campus. She has since kept her emotions under control and improved her academics to earn a spot on the dance team and in various athletic programs. Tara Marie Vilsaint, Crystal Lake Middle. Tara Marie struggled with the transition from elementary to middle school, which led to some discipline issues. Now she has matured and grown confident in herself, has a clean discipline record, and is taking high school credit classes. Abigail Benoit, Daniel Jenkins Academy of Technology. Abigail struggled with her behavior and self-control, but she has now overcome her educational obstacles. She is mature, collaborates with her peers, and has become an excellent student. Menulik Johnson, Davenport School of the Arts. Menulik loved being the center of attention, which led to him doing silly things to get him in trouble. This year, he changed his mindset to become a positive leader on campus and has more success in the classroom. Luis Monteo, Denison Middle. Luis had difficulty being motivated to do his schoolwork, and his grades suffered. He has since improved grades, attitude, and motivation for school. Luis has inner strength and is willing to help anyone on campus. Cora Nicholas, Discovery High School. Cora struggled to find her place in high school, which led to a negative attitude and caring more about her social life. She is now her greatest advocate in the classroom and improved her grades and serves on multiple sports teams. Lakeisha Stewart, Downey Woods Opportunity Center, middle school level. Lakeisha found herself in conflict with her teachers and classmates earlier this year. Since moving to Donnie Woods, she has made many positive relationships with staff and other students and continues to strive for academic excellence. Sandria Jarbo, Donnie Woods Opportunity Center, high school level. Sandria had difficulty focusing on her academics at her zone school. Moving to Donnie Woods offered a more personalized experience, and that resulted in her grades improving, and she was recently selected as Student of the Month. Savannah Securis, Doris A. Sanders Learning Center. At the beginning of the year, Savannah had trouble following directions and making new friends. Now, she has learned coping strategies to help her have more good days than bad days and is able to follow directions. Ashton Dahlquist, East Area Adult School. Ashton entered class full of sarcasm and always looking for attention in a negative way. With better support, her work ethic has improved and her sarcasm has been replaced with welcomed humor. Carson Meacham, Fort Meade Middle Senior High, middle school level. Carson had academic and behavior issues during his first years of middle school. Now as an 8th grader, Carson has matured, improved his grades and behavior, and takes responsibility for his actions. Jesus Velasquez Torres, Fort Meade Middle Senior High, high school level. Jesus had a history of discipline and attendance problems. By the second semester of his 9th grade year, Jesus took responsibility for his actions and improved his performance in school. He is now on his way to graduate this year. Ivan Sierra, Fresh Start Community School. Ivan faced many challenges in his education and had withdrawn from the Fresh Start program. However, Ivan came back for a second chance and has persevered to become successful and receive his high school diploma. Jorge Rios Roman, Gause Academy of Leadership. Jorge had behavior issues in the classroom, which affected his grades and attendance. He has been able to learn coping strategies and utilizes them to improve his grades, attendance, and overall behavior. Hunter Chambers, George Jenkins Senior High. Hunter used to struggle to focus on class and show interest in his work. He has now improved not only academically, but socially as well. He tries hard in all that he does, has become extremely responsible, and persevered through all his obstacles. Isaiah Bird, Haines City Senior High. At the beginning of the school year, Isaiah's grades and classroom behavior were not where they should have been. He has since made a turnaround, completing his credit recovery classes, improved his GPA, and is now on course to graduate. TJ Johnson, Haines City IB. TJ struggled with moving to Haines City, and his classroom interactions suffered. He now takes the initiative to make positive choices and be more optimistic about the future, while also showing academic success and being a model student. Sebastian Crespo Jimenez, Jewett Middle Academy. Sebastian didn't take school seriously, and it showed in his behavior and academics. He is now more focused, excelling academically, and has improved in his behavior and communication with teachers and his peers. Jordan Beater, Jewett School of the Arts. Jordan's frequent moves made it hard for him to focus on academics and had challenges in his behavior. As an 8th grade student, he has found peace and maturity and is successful in all his classes and in his relationships with others. Jocelyn Racky, Karen Siegel Academy. Jocelyn had difficulty upon entering class and did not complete assignments. Now, she comes to school with a smile on her face, ready to learn and getting right to work, and is considered a joy to have on campus. Jarnay Hamilton, Kathleen Middle. Jarnay was struggling with impulse control and being respectful when sharing. She now encourages other students to take on responsibility, has become a student leader, and has improved her academics and social interactions. Adam Abarca, Kathleen Senior High. Adam entered senior year with a low GPA and needed to pass an FSA test. When encouraged that he could still graduate on time, Adam buckled down and put in the work. Now, he has passed the test and raised his GPA to be on track to graduate. Ya Vang, Lake Gibson Senior High. Ya experienced multiple barriers, including learning online, staff changes, and communicating. This year, she has shown dedication to recover her needed courses and improve her academics for graduation and beyond. Maya Clayton, Lake Marion Creek Middle. Maya was not motivated about school and her grades suffered. She overcame personal challenges and improved her behavior and attitudes. This has led to better grades and attendance and becoming a key player on the basketball team. Davon Martin, Lake Region High. Davon exhibited a poor attitude and lack of academic motivation earlier this year. As a result of a newfound commitment to graduate, he has recovered credits in several core classes and is successfully working towards meeting his requirements. Jada Hall, Lakeland Highlands Middle. Jada felt that she needed to impress others with negative behaviors and not achieving academically. She has now done a complete turnaround with her grades and has made a positive impact on her classmates and the people around her. Demarius Simpkins, Lakeland Senior High. Demarius wanted to be the class clown and gain peer attention at the expense of his grades. Over time, he matured, became more self-aware, and improved his behavior, communication, and academics. Jalaria Heath, Lawton Chiles Middle Academy. Jalaria is a bright student with great potential, but used to receive discipline referrals for poor choices. She now has 0 referrals, makes better choices, and is a role model for other students around campus. John Rainwater, McLaughlin Middle and Fine Arts Academy. John struggled with his attendance, behavior, and academics. Now he comes to school with a positive attitude, completes his work, actively participates in class, and is willing to help his peers. Aaliyah Van Pelt, Mulberry Middle. Aaliyah struggled with her grades, attitude, and managing her anger. Not only has she now improved her behavior, but she has also made goals on how to handle conflicts in the future and to improve her academics. Terrell Pinckney, Mulberry High. Terrell had dealt with several adversities, which made it hard for him to focus on his academics. After finding support at school, he has matured and faces his challenges in hard situations in order to become successful. Isaiah Lowe, Polk Grad Academy. Isaiah was having difficulty completing assignments, attending classes, and staying motivated. Now his boosted self-esteem has caused him to be more successful in the classroom and set him on a path to graduate earlier than expected. Kara Rodriguez, Polk Virtual Middle School Level. Kara faced struggles in her math course and did not earn an overall semester grade. After becoming more engaged in her coursework, Kara is doing a better job of grasping the math concepts and succeeding in class. Natasha Reed, Polk Virtual High School Level. Natasha failed the course last year that affected her GPA. She has worked hard to get herself back on track, and it's working. She is passing her classes, taking credit recovery, and is ahead in her pacing schedule. Giovanni Albino, Polk State Lakeland Gateway to College Collegiate High. Giovanni struggled with attendance and completing assignments. With the help of one of his teachers, Giovanni's performance in class was a complete turnaround, becoming an active participant inside the classroom and is now earning A's. Warren Ford, Real Academy. At his previous school, Warren was struggling to find success. After he enrolled at Real Academy, Warren now earns A's and B's, puts forward his best effort, and his outlook on academics has greatly improved. Giselle Kaito, Ridge Community High. Before coming to Florida, Giselle struggled in school and even missed an entire semester. Now at Ridge Community High, she works hard on her credit recovery and bumped up her GPA to put her on track for graduation. Teresa Esteban, Ridge Technical Academy. Raising a newborn made balancing school with motherhood tough for Teresa. Now that she knows how to manage her obstacles, Teresa has evolved into a great student and an exceptional mother. Joseph McFadden, Rochelle School of the Arts. Last year, Joseph was disengaged academically and socially, causing him to fail several core classes. Now, Joseph has shown a new purpose and drive to do better and has improved his grades and developed strong study habits. Brian Franklin, Roosevelt Academy. Brian struggled with his academics and unexcused absences. After discovering his plan after high school, he has a new outlook on school and is driving to be as successful as possible, raising his grades and attendance. Michaela Hernandez, Shelley S. Boone Middle. Michaela struggled with her behavior and sometimes exhibited defiance. Now, she's shown maturity and faces challenges with coping strategies she has learned. Her success has led her to join the soccer team and be a leader on campus. Gerald King, Sleepy Hill Middle. Gerald was hanging around with the wrong people, and it negatively impacted his grades. With intervention, Gerald no longer struggles with class assignments and continues to make good choices. Raphael Jaisiri, Southwest Middle. Raphael had trouble with his behavior and not taking responsibility seriously. He has since changed his attitude and has shown personal responsibility, academic growth, and is now a leader to his peers. Araceli Gallegos, Summerlin Academy. Araceli fell behind taking classes online during the pandemic and was not showing up for classes. A push and motivation from family, friends, and mentors helped increase her grades and get her back on track to graduate. Natalie Davis, Tenoroc High. Due to tragedy in her life and falling nearly a year behind in academics, Natalie had a hard road ahead of her this year. She has focused on making improvements and making up her lost time, and she is now on track to graduate with her peers. Haley Turner, Travis Technical College. Haley was balancing her life as a teen parent and struggled with her relationships with other students. She has now developed a strong work ethic, communicates respectfully with others, and exhibits kindness to her fellow students. Serge Pierre, Union Academy. Serge found e-learning to be challenging and had to be retained. He started this school year enthusiastic, hardworking, and committed to being successful. He ended the first semester with a 3.8 GPA and is encouraged by his success going forward. Williams Geniston, Westwood Middle. Williams had behavioral and academic issues in the classroom and struggled with self-control. This school year, he has made tremendous improvement in his academics and behavior and is creating a positive atmosphere on campus. Reason Archer, Winter Haven Senior High. When he first came to Winter Haven Senior, Reason struggled in his academics and behavior and fell behind in credits. As a senior, he has worked to recover missing credits, keep his grades up, and put himself on track to earn his diploma.